Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you today?
Fine, ma'am.
I am very well.
Okay, I hope you
How
are
about you,
in
ma'am?
good condition today. Yeah. Okay. Before we start our lesson today, please lead to pray. Want to lead to pray?
Me, ma'am.
Kak Made. Ini, ma'am.
Mama
Me,
De,
ma'am.
Mad, please.
Come on, friend. Before we start our learning today, let's we pray doa. Doa begin. Doa finish.
Thank you, Andar.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let me check the attendance first. Are everyone joining meeting today?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Before we are going to start our lesson, I will read about kompetensi dasar and tujuan pembelajaran. Kompetensi dasar is applying and compiling social functions, text structures, and linguistic elements of oral and written interpersonal interactions text and then the purpose of learning through a series of online learning activities using a scientific approach and problem-based learning models. Students can identify, analyze, compare, create, and present spatial text that involve the act of ordering, inviting, asking for permissions, and responding to them, related to daily activities by paying attention to functions, social functions, text structure, and language features correctly and following the context of their use, so that students are always cooperative and responsible. Ya, itu untuk tujuan pembelajarannya ya. Jadi dalam tujuan pembelajaran untuk materi sekarang, melalui beberapa kegiatan ini dengan menggunakan scientific approach dan problem-based learning, siswa bisa mengidentifikasi, menganalisis, membandingkan, menciptakan, dan juga mempraktekkan beberapa teks yang terkait dengan ordering, inviting, asking for permissions, dan responnya, dan berkaitan dengan kegiatan sehari-hari. Okay, before we continue to our materials, I will give you a video motivations.
Tiga cara jitu untuk belajar bahasa Inggris. Kalau belajar bahasa Inggris itu harus ada motivasi. Yang tiga kamu semakin termotivasi untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Yang pertama, speak up. Ketika kamu menggunakan suara untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggris, rasa percaya diri kamu akan bangun kebiasaan bagus untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Oke, semoga bermanfaat. Bye.
Okay, students, have you watched the video?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. And what have you got from the motivation video?
Ya, harus semangat untuk belajar bahasa Inggris.
Okay, yeah. Okay, next. I will show you one video about our materials today.
By the way, our OSIS will hold online kajian next month. The speaker is Ustazah Hanin Akira. Like to join the event?
We'll back to the questions, ma'am. The second question, what event will be held based on their dialect? Kajian
Islami.
Online kajian, ma'am.
Kajian Islami.
Okay, good, very good. And then when do they hold the event?
Ya, apa tadi ya? Saturday atau the end of this
the end of the
this week.
Oke, sekarang kita lihat ya, Ibu akan menjelaskan secara detail apa yang akan kita pelajari. Kita samakan dengan apa yang telah kalian sampaikan. Today, we will discuss about the expressions of instructions, invitations, and also permissions. The descriptions of instructions is an expression used to tell someone to do something. Invitations is permissions. Next, for social functions, instructions used to give orders to others to do something. Invitations used to invite someone to come, invite someone to join a meeting. Next, for language features, ya, unsur bahasa yang digunakan, yaitu di sini beberapa ungkapan yang digunakan dalam instruction. They are study hard, stop. Next, for invitations, why don't you come to? Ya, ada titik-titik di sini, ada bla 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 ya. Silakan lanjutkan dengan mencantumkan acara apa yang akan diselenggarakan. Kemudian ada juga setting invitation, yaitu untuk menerima undangan seseorang dengan ungkapan that would be very nice. Okay, I will be there. Declining invitations ini untuk menolak ketika kita menolak undangan ya, ungkapan-ungkapannya bisa kalian gunakan ini. Sorry, I can't. I'd love to, but I don't think I can. Selanjutnya, for the last, ungkapan yang digunakan untuk asking permissions, untuk meminta izin. The first is, can I borrow your pencil? Would I borrow your pen? Can I sit here? It's used when we will kita akan menolak undangan, ya. Yes, kalau ada undangan, kita akan menolaknya secara baik-baik. Kalian ungkapkan ungkapan-ungkapan berikut. Sorry, I can't. Maaf, saya tidak bisa. Kemudian I'd love to, saya suka tapi rasanya mungkin karena sibuk atau apa ya. Kemudian sudah jelas? Any question? Other students, hello.
Is there any test, ma'am?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there any test, ma'am? Ada tugas, ma'am?
Okay.
Task.
Ada nanti. Ini. Now, please look at some example of the dialogue. Silakan kalian pahami. Di sini Ibu akan menyajikan beberapa contoh dialog. Yang pertama ada dialog untuk menyuruh atau instructions. Silakan dipahami isinya. Who wants to try to read the dialogue? Carolina, please.
Yes, ma'am. First dialogue.
Okay, dialogue menyuruh instructions.
Me and
Carolina and Anja.
Yes, who is become a teacher, ma'am?
Answer maybe.
Okay, come on.
Up to you.
Okay, can you please open the window? It's very hot, Rudy. Caroline?
Of course, dear. I'd like to help you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Carolina and Anjar.
Thank you, ma'am.
For next dialogue, please, Hervin and apa?
Dharma.
Marisa.
Would you like to join me at the canteen?
Of course, I would like to join you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very good conversation. And next, for dialogue 3, want to try?
Okay, I'm a teacher, maklum ya.
Yeah, up to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, sir. May I go to the toilet?
Of course, but don't be long.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very nice. Ya, setelah kita memahami dialog tersebut, kita lanjut ke task ini, ya. For task 1, identify the dialects above by determining the social function, generic structure, language features, and the materials, instructing, inviting, asking for permissions, and responding to it according to the context of its use, ya. Jadi kalian analisis dialog-dialog tadi, kemudian tentukan mana social functionnya, generic structure-nya, juga language feature-nya, ya, berdasarkan ungkapan-ungkapan tadi, kemudian ditulis di sini di tabel ini. Tugas ini di dalam grup, ya. Silahkan kalian cari temannya, satu grup 2 orang saja. Can you get it?
Okay, ma'am.
This is the dialogue. Okay, think enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Who wants to try to answer number 1 for dialogue 1?
Giving instructions.
Okay, giving instructions.
Yes.
Okay, what is social functions?
Information.
Asking for someone to do something.
Yeah.
Asking someone to do something. Okay, good. Okay, next, the dialogue number 2. What is the expression?
Mengajak.
Inviting.
Invitations, yeah, or inviting someone. Social function?
To invite
To
someone.
invite someone.
Or to inviting someone. Generic structure? Asking and giving. Tugas kedua yaitu underline what expressions are used in the dialogue above related to the material of instructions, invitations, permissions, and responding to them according to the context of their use. Untuk tugas kedua yaitu kalian menggarisbawahi tugasnya ungkapan-ungkapan yang berhubungan dengan yang pertama instruction, ini yang mana saja ungkapannya, kemudian invitation, and the last permissions. Okay, for the first instruction, underline and please say.
Can you please open the window?
Okay, can you please open the window? And then, how about the second dialogue?
To join me.
Would you like to
Join me? Good. And then,
Are you coming to
Are
Lina's
you
birthday
coming to
party?
Lina's
you're coming to Lena's birthday. Okay, thank you. That is for task 2. And then the last, I will give you task 3. And the task is make a short dialogue using the expressions of instructions, invitations, permissions, and responding to it according to the context of its use related to everyday life in pairs. Ya, jadi tugasnya kalian membuat dialog pendek dengan menggunakan ungkapan instructions, invitation, permission, dan cara meresponnya bagaimana. Di dalam kelompok, satu kelompok 2 orang saja, silahkan dipilih mau sama siapa saja, bebas ya. Kemudian untuk tugas selanjutnya, act out the conversation that you have created, role play through Google Meet Media in pairs. Ya, jadi tugas akhirnya nanti hasil dialog yang sudah kalian buat silahkan dipraktekkan ya dengan teman kalian melalui Google Meet. Can you get it?
Yes.
And the last meeting, I will ask you about summary. Yeah. What did we learn today?
We learn about
expression of permission, invitation, and
Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. Sudah paham semuanya materi ini sudah?
yes.
Oke. Kemudian jangan lupa tugasnya only 1 week. Hanya 1 minggu tugasnya.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Before we stop our meeting today, please say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Thank you for your attention. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.